Orca Dominican Gonzalez. I'm talking about the Killian Irish Red episode of me knowing a taste, and both clerks didn't tell me that they changed the recipe. It's not until I found I found two obscure articles, that little articles that said that Killian Irish Red changed the recipe. And then I called back, and then I said, well, why didn't you tell me? Did you change the recipe? Is that true or not? Is that true or false? It's not on your Coors website. And then the clerk, I think they put me on hold or put me on a speakerphone, and they said, yes, we changed the recipe. I said, well, why didn't you tell me that before, man? No answer. I said, dude, it's like, I used an analogy. It's like a McDonald's. Everybody that goes to a McDonald's, you know what the taste tastes like. Anybody knows, you know what a McDonald's tastes like. You'll always know what it tastes like. If you went to McDonald's and the hamburger tasted different, wouldn't you say something? Say, wait a minute, man, I'm expecting a McDonald's hamburger. He said, I don't understand your analogy, sir. This is what he said. How do you not understand that? So so my answer is I want every conversation I'm talking about and all my notes that I'm posting. I posted this as a note on Facebook. I want to give them to the lawyers so they can go and get a copy of these phone conversations. So it's not just me saying this, and it's not just because anybody can say anything. I'm telling you, the phone conversations proves what I'm saying. Then why are you evading? If you have a person who is the customer saying, I know that this is different, I'm having a different effect, and it tastes different, why don't you tell that customer you changed the recipe? Why does that customer have to say, wait a minute, man, I know this is a different beer, find information, then question you on it, and then you tell the truth. What happened? I don't like that, man. I mean, I have a lot of issues on that incident. Again, I don't know, does it start at the manufacturer or does it happen after the fact? I want proof of that. And again, I don't know if I'm talking to a representative but when I'm calling the Killian Irish Red phone number, and I'm also calling the Coors phone number. I don't know if I'm talking to a government intruder or if I'm actually talking to and I want clarification on that. Who am I talking to? Am I talking to a government intruder speaking for the private business? I have a problem with that, man. They shouldn't have a problem with that. I would be pissed off. Is the government intruder going on the Coors website and taking off the article that says that there's a change in the recipe because of? Are they telling them to do? I don't know. I mean, there's so many things. How can you change a recipe of a beer that, I guess, I don't know, because when I was looking up, the beer has been around, I don't know how many, like 100 years or something like that? I don't know, so long. I drink the beer from, 97? No, I drink the beer in the Marine Corps, actually. And then I was drinking the beer from, 1997 to, 2002 or something like that. I don't know, for years, I would drink that beer. So I know the taste, man. Why are you hiding that the recipe was changed? That's the question I have. Because I'm saying that it tastes funny and I'm having a different effect that's not a beer. And some of them I'm not having a beer effect at all. The first, and I gotta look at my note, but I believe, what is it? The first beer was like a non-alcoholic beer. It had no effect on me. It was no buzz, nothing. I drink the beer and I'm like, wait a minute, dude, I'm not even catching a buzz. Nothing. And that's when I started to look at the content, and it said no. It didn't have an alcohol label on it. That's when I started to question: is this a non-alcoholic beer that they're making all of a sudden? That's why it tastes funny. And that's when I started to look at what's the law, labeling, and all these things that are not. When you start to look at what's the law and what labeling, it doesn't make clear. What the clerk is saying is what's legitimate, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, what's wrong with this? And then why? And I don't know if they interchange these bottles. I don't know if the government intruder has come in and interchanged these bottles. It's like, because, everything's interchanged and stuff like that. But I called and we went through what is, there's numbers on the bottle. What are the numbers? I wanted to locate where this six-pack came from. And I was trying to do an investigation myself. I was saying, where does this come from? Why is it different? And I'm trying to get some kind of clarity. Where is it unpackaged? And that kind of thing. I did a whole thing on that, man.